Stress and anxiety are each emotions that weigh heavy on a person's mental and overall physical health. This can happen whether you're a college student, a teacher, parent, or a sibling, and has more than likely occurred on a day-to-day basis, whether we realize it or not. According to the article, What Are Anxiety Disorders, written by R. Parekh, anxiety refers to anticipation of a future concern and is more associated with muscle tension avoidance behavior. Luckily for us, resources such as information for diagnosing, causes and effects of how this could affect your body, and how to cope with anxiety exist. Through this presentation, we hope to raise awareness not only for people that have experienced this, but who could possibly experience this in the future. Because we know personally, myself, and just as well as my other group members, how difficult something like stress and anxiety can be and how bad it could take a toll on your life.
I'm going to give you a little information about stress and anxiety and what causes it. This information was retrieved October the 9th, 2020, www.healthline.com, the basis of stress. Stress is a situation that triggers a particular biological response. When you perceive a threat or a major challenge, chemicals and hormones surge throughout your body. Typically, after the response occurs, your body should relax and go back to normal. Living in poverty, being homeless, working in a dangerous profession, living through a natural disaster, surviving life-threatening accident or illness, being in an abusive relationship or unhappy marriage are some of the things that may cause stress. Anxiety is your body's natural response to stress. It is a feeling of fear or apprehension about what is to come. People with anxiety disorders frequently have intense, excessive, and persistent worry and fear about everyday situations. The feeling of fear may be with you all the time. This type of anxiety may cause you to stop doing the things that you enjoy doing. In extreme cases, it may prevent you from entering the elevator, crossing the street, just leaving home. In conclusion, stress and anxiety often go hand in hand. Stress comes from the demands placed on your brain and your body. Anxiety is when you feel high levels of worry and unease of fear.
And today I'll be telling you the ways that stress and anxiety affects the human body. So, stress and anxiety can affect the body in a variety of ways, from the way you think mentally to the way you act physically and even your sexuality. Now, stress and anxiety affects a person's confidence, a person's body image, and as well as the way that we think that other people would see us. Stress, along with anxiety, can make a person comfort eat. It can worsen diseases and conditions a person already has, and can also create diseases from nowhere. Like, for example, now if a person has stress or anxiety, and both are actually linked, the person might end up stress eating or having to eat comfort food, and that might make them obese, and that might end up giving them extra diseases. That's just some ways that stress and anxiety can affect the human body.
According to the ADAA, national prevalence data indicates that nearly 40 million, or around 80% of the American population, suffer from some type of anxiety disorder. But only about 1/3 of those who are suffering receive some type of treatment. Now, what most people don't know is that this treatment isn't as expensive as they think it is. Simply taking the time away from life and the stress of it and doing what makes you happy and what you love doing has proven to relieve that stress and anxiety. even developing a better sleeping schedule and watching what you eat, and even calling or speaking to someone like the National Suicide Hotline has proven to be helpful. Now, what's important about this issue is that we all recognize it and we acknowledge it, and in some type of way or form, we put in the effort to relieve this problem.
Stress and anxiety are caused by stressors in an individual's life. Some of the stressors can be work, school, and family problems. Stress and anxiety occur after particular life events. It can also have negative effects on your physical health if untreated for long periods of time. Some ways to overcome anxiety and depression can be by exercising and getting enough sleep. Another way can be by going to therapy. Most individuals do not want to go to therapy because people might think they are crazy, but therapy can be really helpful to people. It helps by getting through rough times and help find peace. Another way to overcome depression or anxiety can be finding things to look forward. This technique can help by keeping the mind busy and not think about negative thoughts and emotions. Depression is important. It is okay not to be okay.